Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's hard to believe it, but this is the last awards assembly for this school year. My, oh my, oh my, has it gone by so quickly. I cannot believe that we are to this point in the school year, but yet here we are. This awards assembly is a little bit different. We are dividing it into two chunks. The first chunk will be fourth quarter awards, which if you've been here or seen the first, second, or third quarter, it's very much the same. The same type of awards are given out. But then we transition into our end of the year assembly portion, where we give out some different awards and really just celebrate the accomplishments of these kiddos for the entire school year. So a lot of awards are going to be given out today. We've got a lot to celebrate, and ready or not, here we go. So we're gonna begin, like I said, with fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, we are gonna start with good behavior. In order to earn a good behavior certificate, students had to have had one or less processings, no detentions, no tabs, no trips to the office, that sort of thing. And students will receive a certificate. So students, just a reminder, when you get your certificate, stand up, face the audience, smile, and we will applaud for each class when we get to the end of each line. All right, and we're gonna start with Mrs. Mitchell's class. Earning that good behavior certificate is Renesmee Budd, Reese Decker, Ivan Fiskus, Jace Foley, Nick Ford, Macy Grissom, Hayden Lidloop, Drew McMahon, Lane Pastorius, Tatum Ruffett, Leon Roberts, Allie Sanders, Addie Sexton, Jocelyn Tracy, and Kira Schaefer. All righty, next up is Mrs. Keys' class. Fourth quarter good behavior goes to Daniel Austin, Jody Cooley, Leighton Fitzgerald, Carly Grissom, Colt Geyer, Caden Johnson, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Monty Lynch, Zoe Morgan, Tommy Lynn Price, Morgan Redmond, Cruz Rogers, Cambry Short, Caden Smith, and Israel Garcia Martinez. Alrighty, Miss Paylor's class is with good behavior. We have Jacoby Augustus, Jersey Evard, Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Robert Gosnell, Briar Hornbrook, Elena Mahalko, Gracie Noonan, Macy Powell, Kinley Shaw, Liam Small, Michaela Smith, Ryan Trosper, Caitlin West, and Brielle White. Last but not least is Mrs. Young's class. Good behavior goes to Lucy Bicknell, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiskow, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Cannon Keys, Mason Leloup, Marley Mitchell, Bentley Moore, Sabia Page, Lainey Seeley, Allie Schiffler, Jackson Stroh, Scarlett Wombles, and Jayla Perry. Once again, we're giving out 100% homework. This goes to the students who did not forget one single assignment at all for the entire fourth quarter. So again, these students will be receiving a special certificate. In Mrs. Mitchell's class, we have Renesmee Budd, Reese Decker, Ivan Fiskus, Nick Ford, Drew McMahon, collision. We're good. Everybody okay?
Good save.
Good job. Lane Pastorius. Tatum Ruffett. Allie Sanders. And Addie Sexton. Alrighty, next up is Mrs. Keys' class again with that 100% homework. For fourth quarter, we have Colt Geyer, Caden Johnson, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Monty Lynch, Tommy Lynn Price, Cruz Rogers, Parker Scott, and Israel Garcia Martinez. Alrighty, we are moving to Miss Paylor's class again. 100% homework. We have Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Elena Mahako, Cannon Newland, Liam Small, Caitlin West, and Brielle White. Alrighty.
Sorry.
We're up to Mrs. Young's class with 100% homework. We have Lucy Bicknell, Tyler Bond, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiscal, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Parker Hurst, Marley Mitchell, Bentley Moore, Sabia Page, Lainey Seeley, Jackson Stroh, and Jayla Perry. Alrighty, we're down to AR. You know your kiddos have been reading all year long. This was the last quarter of third grade to finish. So, earning those 10 points during the fourth quarter. In Mrs. Mitchell's class, we have Renesmee Budd, Reese Decker, Elliot Fellers, Ivan Fiskus, Jace Foley, Nick Ford, Macy Grissom, Hayden Leloup, Drew McMahon, Mason Nichols, Lane Pastorius, Tatum Ruffett, Leon Roberts, Allie Sanders, Addie Sexton, Jocelyn Tracy, and Kira Schaefer. Woo-hoo! Alrighty, next up again is Mrs. Keys' class, earning those 10 points. We have Daniel Austin, Jody Cooley, Leighton Fitzgerald, Carly Grissom, Colt Geyer, Caden Johnson, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Monty Lynch, Zoe Morgan, Devin Pardai, Tommy Lynn Price, Morgan Redmond, Cruz Rogers, Parker Scott, Cambry Short, Caden Smith, and Israel Garcia Martinez. Alrighty, Ms. Paylor's class. We have Jacoby Augustus, Dylan Davis, Jersey Evard, Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Robert Gosnell, Briar Hornbrook, Cyrus Martin, Elena Mahalko, Cannon Newland, Gracie Noonan, Macy Powell, Kinley Shaw, Liam Small, Michaela Smith, Ryan Trosper, Caitlin West, and Brielle White. And now for Mrs. Young's class. Here we go. AR, we have Lucy Bicknell, Tyler Bond, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiskow, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Parker Hurst, Cannon Keys, Mason Leloup, Marley Mitchell, Bentley Moore, Sabia Page, Lainey Seeley, Allie Schiffler, Jackson Stroh, Scarlett Wombles, and Jayla Perry. All righty. The last two awards of this portion are the Top AR Award and the Top Math Award. So we're going to start with the Top AR Award. Again, this goes to the students who had the most AR points out of anyone in their class during the fourth quarter. So if you hear your name, students, come see your teacher, stand in front of the backdrop. Mr. Morris is here to take your picture. All righty. In Mrs. Mitchell's class, her top AR student for fourth quarter is Jocelyn Tracy. Mrs. Keys' top AR student for the fourth quarter is Monty Lynch. In Miss Paylor's class, the top AR student for fourth quarter is Henry Gilbert. And in Mrs. Young's class, the student with the most AR points during the fourth quarter was Ella Brinkerhoff. Great job. Alrighty, and the last award of this portion is the Top Math Award. This goes to the students in each class who had the highest math grade during the fourth quarter. We're going to start again with Mrs. Mitchell's class. Her top math student is Nick Ford. It's great when it's a surprise. So great. Mrs. Keys' top math student for fourth quarter is Layton Fitzgerald. The top math student in Miss Paylor's class is Henry Gilbert. And in Mrs. Young's class, her top math student for fourth quarter is Knox Drake. Good job, boys. Way to go.
Our first portion of today's Academy Awards.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're only halfway through this show. All right. We have a couple of special awards to give out before we start our end of the year awards with our teachers here. Mrs. Young, I'm going to need your help here in just a second.
Oh, right.
Yep, there you go.
Yes.
Alrighty, we have a couple of awards. One of them is Student Council. Every year, students are able to run for a position and win Student Council. Students then vote for the classmate that they think will represent their class best. Student Council representatives must maintain good grades, have no discipline issues, and must be able to be a leader for their class. These are the Student Council members for this school year in third grade. So if you hear your name, please come up and see Mrs. Young for your certificate. We have Jersey Evard. Reed Ewing. And we also have Nick Ford. Taylor. Fantastic job. These students got done last week. They went to the West Lake. You might have seen some pictures. They were painting, planting, tidying up the park to make it all look wonderful for everyone in our community. So good job, good job. All righty, I have a couple of awards from Mrs. Mayhew. We had some students in third grade whose art was displayed at the Tarbell Art Center in Charleston, Illinois for the Art from Here exhibit. So Mrs. Mayhew has some certificates and your artwork. We have one third grade student, and that is Tommy Lynn Price. Appreciate it.
Good job.
All right. All righty, here we go. We are into the end of the year portion. Now, these awards are going to be a bit different than what we've been giving out for first, second, third, and fourth quarters. Some of them are very similar, but we are recognizing students for their efforts for the entire school year. And it's, like I said, hard to believe that we are at this point, but yet here we are. The first award that we're going to give out is perfect attendance. Regular attendance and punctuality is extremely important at school. Attending school regularly helps students feel better about school and themselves. It allows students to build healthy academic and social skills routines. Regular attendance is a strong predictor of grade level performance. And today we're going to honor students who have had perfect attendance for the academic school year. If you hear your name, come forward. And I gotta turn my page. All righty. Not every teacher has students with perfect attendance, that's okay. Hang on. Okay, I gotta find it on the page, sorry. All right, Mrs. Young has 2 students with perfect attendance. We have Marley Mitchell. And Jayla Perry. And Mrs. Keys has 1 student, and that is Damian Moss. All right, that is hard to do. All right, third graders, hang tight.
Do you need this? Can you see it?
Yeah, I've got it. Okay. All righty, the next award that we're going to give out is citizenship. Citizenship is an important award and one that we value as we teach and guide students into being productive citizens of our community. Third graders, I'm going to need you to sit quietly, please. Students at Carolyn Wentz earn the Citizenship Award by being respectful of other people and their property, following school and classroom expectations, and by displaying good character, but includes, but is not limited to being kind, caring, honest, and responsible. In order to earn this award, a student must not have earned any discipline infractions, so no processings, detentions, or behavioral infractions for the entire school year. So, we're going to do this just like we did good behavior, where we're going to go 1 class at a time down the line, and we'll applaud at the end of each class. I am out of order. Okay, Mrs. Mitchell's class, earning citizenship. We have Reese Decker, Ivan Fiskus, Jace Foley, Nick Ford, Hayden Liloop, Lane Pastorius, Tatum Ruffett, Allie Sanders, Addie Sexton, Jocelyn Tracy, and Kira Schaefer. All right, citizenship in Mrs. Keys' class goes to Carly Grissom, Colt Geyer, Caden Johnson, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Zoe Morgan, Tommy Lynn Price, Morgan Redmond, Cruz Rogers, Cambry Short, and Caden Smith. Citizenship in Miss Paylor's class goes to Jersey Ebard, Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Briar Hornbrook, Elena Mahalko, Gracie Noonan, Macy Powell, Ryan Trosper, Caitlin West, and Brielle White. And Mrs. Young's class with citizenship, we have Lucy Bicknell, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiscal, Gareth Griffin, Cannon Keys, Mason LaLoop, Marley Mitchell, Sabia Page, Lainey Seeley, Allie Schiffler, Jackson Stroh, and Scarlett Wombles. Alrighty. Each quarter we recognize students who have earned their AR points. Today we're here to honor students that earned their AR points in all 4 quarters.
And they have Subway.
And these have a Subway certificate attached to them. I know. Okay. Here we go. AR all 4 quarters in Mrs. Mitchell's class goes to Reneza May Budd, Reese Decker, Elliot Fellers, Ivan Fiskus, Jay Spoley, Nick Ford, Macy Grissom, Hayden LaLoop, Drew McMahon, Mason Nichols, Lane Pastorius, Tatum Ruffett, Leon Roberts, Allie Sanders, Addie Sexton, Jocelyn Tracy, and Kira Schaefer. AR all 4 quarters in Mrs. Keys' class goes to Daniel Austin, Leighton Fitzgerald, Carly Grissom, Colt Geyer, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Monty Lynch, Zoe Morgan, Tommy Lynn Price, Morgan Redmond, Cruz Rogers, Parker Scott, Cambry Short, and Cadence Smith. All right, Ms. Paler's class, earning those AR points all 4 quarters. We have Jacoby Augustus, Jersey Evard, Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Robert Gosnell, Briar Hornbrook, Cyrus Martin, Elena Mahalko, Cannon Newland, Gracie Noonan, Macy Powell, Kinley Shaw, Liam Small, Michaela Smith, Ryan Trosper, Caitlin West, and Brielle White. All right, 3rd graders, hang tight. Hang with me. Mrs. Young's class, earning their AR goal all 4 quarters, we have Lucy Bicknell, Tyler Bond, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiscal, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Parker Hurst, Cannon Keys, Mason LeLuc, Marley Mitchell, Bentley Moore, Sabia Page, Lainey Seeley, Allie Schiffler, Jackson Stroh, and Scarlett Wombles. All right, I want to mention that students were challenged at the beginning of the school year to earn 50 AR points in total. If they met the challenge, they were awarded by getting the chance to attend a pizza party at Savoya's on Monday. If you were one of the students who earned your 50 points and got to go to Savoya's, stand up. Look at all of those third graders. All right, have a seat, friends. All right. I told you, this is a long one. All right, 100% homework. All right, homework. Homework teaches students how to problem solve. It gives a student another opportunity to review class material, and it gives you as parents and guardians a chance to see what's being taught in school. Homework teaches students how to take responsibility for their part in their education, and today we're honoring students who turned in their homework every single time it was assigned for the entire school year. This is a hard one. And we have a Wendy's coupon attached to this one. All right, here we go. Mrs. Mitchell's class, 100% homework for the entire school year. Reese Decker, Ivan Fiskus, Lane Pastorius, Tatum Reffitt, and Addie Sexton. All right, Mrs. Keys' class, 100% homework for that entire school year. We have Colt Geyer, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Cruz Rogers, Parker Scott, and Israel Garcia Martinez. Ms. Paylor's class. We have 100% homework going to Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, and all the way down the line we have Brielle White. All right, Mrs. Young's class. This one's hard. All right, Mrs. Young's class. 100% homework for the entire year. We have Lucy Bicknell, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiscal, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Marley Mitchell, and Lainey Seeley. Give them a hand. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, just to help out your teachers because we're tight on space, please make your certificates go in a nice, neat pile, okay? I know some of you like to sprawl them out. Okay, just put them in a nice, neat pile for right now. If you need some help, we'll help you. All right. We are up to the Top AR Award. We're going to recognize the top AR student in each class today. This student had the most AR points in their respective class and will be awarded with a reading medal. If you hear your name, I want you to come forward and meet your teacher. All right. The top AR student in Mrs. Mitchell's class is Nick Ford. I think he is. The top AR student for the entire year in Mrs. Keys' class is Monty Lynch. The top AR student in Miss Paylor's class is Henry Gilbert. Oh, all right, Parker? And the top AR student in Mrs. Young's class for the year is Ella Brinkerhoff. Congratulations! Big deal. All right. Next up is the top reading award. And students, you may not know about this one, but listen up. iReady is an important resource that we use here in our school district. Students take a test 3 times a year to help us know what areas our students are needing a little extra support in and where they are in both reading and in math. Today we're recognizing the student in each class who had the highest iReady reading and math score. We just got done with these diagnostics. They take a long time, don't they? All right, I'm going to first announce the top reading student in each class. If you hear your name, come forward. All right. The top iReady reading student in Mrs. Mitchell's class is Mason Nichols. The top iReady reading student in Mrs. Keys' class is Monty Lynch. Oh my goodness. Miss Paylor's class, there was a tie. Same score. Alrighty, so she has 2 top iReady reading students because they had the same score and tied. First up, we have Marley George. And we also have Ryan Trosper. The top iReady reading student in Mrs. Young's class is Ella Brinkerhoff. Great job. Alrighty, math, go ahead, I'm sorry. Math is the other subject that our students are tested in. So again, I'm going to announce the top math students with the highest iReady math score in their class. Again, students, you'll get a math medal. Friends, hang tight, we're almost there. Come see your teacher. All right, Mrs. Mitchell's top iReady math student is Macy Grissom. Mrs. Keys' top iReady math student is Layton Fitzgerald. Miss Paylor's top iReady math student is Macy Powell. And Mrs. Young's top iReady math student is Reed Ewing. Congratulations. All right, students, we're down to the last two. We're almost there. We have honor roll and highest honor roll. Please listen carefully because there is a difference. Each quarter we calculate grade point averages to see who qualifies for honor roll. Being on the honor roll is more than just making good grades, but it means you are a student that we are super proud of, and we're proud of all of you. The highest honor roll, please listen. The highest honor roll recognizes students who have performed in a superior manner in all their classes. These students had a 4.0 GPA, which equates to straight A's. So we are going to do this in two parts. I always have students that panic during this. Please do not panic. Okay? We are going to start with honor roll. Okay? Then we will do highest honor roll. Okay, so this is two parts. Okay?
We'll go. I think this one's getting a lot, so.
We're going to go down through the line. This one is the following students earned honor roll all 4 quarters. That you will receive a medal. Please stand and face the crowd. Again, we're starting with Mrs. Mitchell's class. We have Reese Decker, Nick Ford, Macy Grissom, Drew McMahon, Tatum Reffitt, and Jocelyn Tracy. Earning this award in Mrs. Keys' class, we have Daniel Austin, Jody Cooley, Carly Grissom, Hunter Hinkie, Anderson Lynch, Monty Lynch, Zoe Morgan, Parker Scott, and Caden Smith. Earning this award, honor roll award in Miss Paylor's class is Jersey Evard, Robert Gosnell, Cannon Newland, Macy Powell, Ryan Trosberg, and Brielle White. And Mrs. Young's class, we have Cohen Bradford, Xander Hickson, Cannon Keys, Mason Leloup, and Jackson Stroh. Alrighty, this is it. This is the highest honor roll. These following students earned highest honor roll and achieved straight A's all year long. If you hear your name, students, we'll have you come forward. You'll get a medal and a certificate. All right, here we go. We have in Mrs. Mitchell's class, Ivan Fiskus. In Mrs. Keys's class, highest honor roll goes to Leighton Fitzgerald, Freya Lynch, Morgan Redmond, and Cruz Rogers. In Miss Paylor's class, highest honor roll goes to Henry Gilbert, Briar Hornbrook, and Caitlin West. And in Mrs. Young's class, highest honor roll goes to Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, and Gareth Griffin. Okay, look at Mr. Morris. Look at Mr. Morris and smile. Job well done. It took us 47 minutes, but we did it, by golly. Thank you, parents, grandparents, grown-ups, for all of your help and support this school year. It was a super successful one. We'll see all of our students, our third graders, when they're fourth graders back in August, and have a great summer.